Michael Musclow can trace his musical career back to when he received his first guitar on his 12th birthday. His love for music deepened as he learned music theory while studying abroad in Denmark, and he began to record. A prolific musician, he creates experimental soundscapes and is also an accomplished acoustic guitarist.
I'm a huge absorber of music. I crave finding and discovering new artists all the time. When I'm in bed or in my wind-down hours, one of the main things that I do is browse for new bands. I'm always discovering. My influences can go back to about 10 years old. That's when I really started to listen to music seriously. It started with groups such as Nirvana. That's a good example. They really inspired me to pick up a guitar, learn how to play it. Another example, if you go a bit earlier, I listened to early Black Sabbath. That really inspired me to get good at my instrument. I listened to Eagles, and that sort of inspired me to focus more on the acoustic aspect of it, such as finger picking. And every artist that I've listened to, I've tried to take a little piece of it and make it a part of the overall whole that I present, right, in my art. The current number of albums that I have is 9. I released my latest album. It was a bonus album for 2012. It's called Glimpse of Our Children, which was an all-out ambient album, beginning to end, a lot of soundscapes, which is a part of the overall sound that I've achieved with my records. Now, there's a lot of people that say that I am pretty prolific for the amount of work that I've released up to this point. But the way that I look at it is, once a statement is made, there's no real point for me to look back at that statement. All that I can really do is look forward to the next idea that I may have, right? So I think that's allowed me breathing room to release more material than maybe other artists have at this point, in my life, being 27 years old now. I wanted Glimpse of Our Children to be the final chapter of what I've achieved so far. But I've done it in a way like you're going out with a whimper instead of a bang, if you will. I mean, it's easily the mellowest record I've done. It kind of envelops you in sound. You don't quite know how the sound is being created, which is intentional. And also, I've brought in a couple little aspects of songs from my previous albums, but I've done it in a way where the listener won't quite know that upon listening to it firsthand. They'd have to really digest it, and of course listen to my earlier albums to hear that influence. Right, so that's sort of my way of tying those threads together, weaving it into this final record before we move on to the next one. It's a stark contrast to my last album, because my last album goes in multiple directions genre-wise, whereas this album really focuses on one area, right? And I felt that I just wanted to create one more bonus album for the year. Of course, there's the whole prophecy of the 21st of December that the Mayans and the Olmecs brought together, and I thought, well, just in case, right? Okay.
They have fed upon my skin, slowly making their way in. My stomach feels like worms have hollowed out the inner core. So open up your door and blow out my mind just one last time. You're the only one that could look through me. My spiral love, a simple joy of returning favors means nothing now. understood Courtney love songs. This one is not for you. Tangled in a web of pain, spreading down to my legs again. I swore not to run away when the rain erodes the day. When will you realize that I want your name to carry a smile? When will you realize that I want your name to carry a smile?
The Andromeda Perspective is a name of a radio show that I host/create. And it's on Peach City Radio. That's peachcityradio.org, which you can check it out. The show mainly is half an hour of a unique soundscape that I create that week. Every episode, it's completely original music. I'll explain sort of the idea behind the episode at the beginning, and then I just sort of let it play the rest of the episode. And once again, take you on some sort of journey, you know. I never quite know the direction I'm gonna go with the next episode, but that's part of the fun, right? It's what am I gonna do this week? The way that I look at it is it provides opportunities for me to see where my music might go next. You know, an episode of the Andromeda Perspective might spark an idea for a song, and then perhaps that song could be used on a record, right? So it's basically a vessel for me to explore and to create more than I already am.
I still want your name to eat at my conscience. The weight on your back, it carries the smile. The blending of feet in soft denial. The uneven eyes are forgetting your name. She still sings to the Milky Way, sun and moon. While he gravitates to messier ready to. a messier ready to.
Details blind. Watch your step if you take this trip. The baggage is more than one can lift. The lane is not lit by city lights. You might take a fall.